Hey, what's up? It's Jude here. I thought I'd make my update video real fast. Today is 4 months on testosterone. Um, that's awesome. That's really, really awesome. Um, but, let's see. Oh, I have a funny story for you guys. Actually, yesterday, I was flipping out. Yesterday I went and I was about ready to leave. I went out to the car. My driveway is in like my backyard. There's no garage or anything. And then it's open, like there's a fence, but it's open to the alleyway and everything. So I went out to my car and I put my wallet on top of the car because I dropped my phone when I opened the door, and it fell underneath the seat. So I put it like right on top of the car, and then I was reaching underneath the seat and I cut my finger on some glass. My girlfriend's window of her car, it was her car, busted like a year ago or something, and there was still some glass under there that the guys that fixed the window didn't get. So I cut my finger really bad, and so I immediately like closed the door and locked it and ran inside to grab a Band-Aid, and then I went back out to the car, got in the car, and drove to my destination, which was like probably like 20 miles from where I live. And it wasn't until I got to my destination that I was like, oh crap, I don't have my wallet. So I was freaking out immediately, of course, because the last time I remember seeing it, I set it on top of the car, which I don't normally do. I've never lost my wallet ever. So I went home and retraced my steps for probably the next 3 hours. Like, I'm talking like I had driven highway. So like I was on the side of the highway, like parked and like walking down the highway, on the side of all these busy roads, just looking everywhere in the alleyway. And after about 3 hours or so, I was pretty convinced that it was gone, which was a huge bummer, because not only did it have my ID in it, my driver's license, my new driver's license, that actually says mail on it. But it has a previous identification card in it that I forgot to take out. It's a picture ID from when I lived in New York. So it's a New York picture ID, and it says female on it. And so not only am I freaking out because this is missing, my social security card and birth certificate as well was all in the wallet, along with some other stuff that I couldn't replace. Like my fortune cookie that I showed you guys. The fortune was in there, and a letter, like one of the first letters that my girlfriend ever wrote to me when we were still like dating. So I was totally flipping out, because someone had all of my information, and some personal things, and they knew that I was trans, obviously, if they looked hard enough. But so then, as I was thinking about it, I was like, there's no way that I didn't hear a wallet fall off the top of the car or see it or something as I'm driving. So then I was thoroughly convinced that someone came in the backyard off my car. So we're sitting here at like 11 o'clock last night, and my porch light's off and everything. And I walked by the door and I looked out the window of the door, and just as I did, I saw a cop car stop right in front of my house. And I'm like, oh shit, what did I do? So then I tried to turn on the porch light and it burned out. So I had to go outside, like in my pajamas, unbinded, by the way, because there's a cop at my door. And like when I'm relaxing at home, if I'm not going anywhere, I don't wear my binder. So all I had on was, a couple tight tank tops and a t-shirt. So that kind of sucked. So I had to go outside, and then there's no light because my porch light burned out. So the cop is like shining his flashlight in my eyes, and he asked me if I'm missing a wallet, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I lost it today. Did you find it? He said, did you lose it or was it stolen? And I'm like, well, I don't know. You tell me. You're the police officer. So he was like, well, I think we found it. Come down the street. It's like a few blocks. Told me which corner it was at. He was like, get in your car and drive down there. So my girlfriend and I went down there, and they had some guy like cuffed and against a van, and they brought me over the wallet and asked me to ID it, and asked me to check and see if everything was in there. They're like, there's no money in there. I'm like, well, there wasn't money in there in the first place. This kid is broke. But yeah, there was like credit cards in there, but they're old credit cards that are honestly like maxed out. So As far as stealing any money from me, he wasn't getting far. And I don't know what the exact story was or anything, but they said that the guy said that he knew me, and he was holding my wallet for me. So they asked me to look at him and see if I recognized him, and I didn't know the guy at all. Other than when I thought about it later, his house, or where he was at, in front of that house is like 2 alleyways down from me. So people walk, because there's no sidewalks in my neighborhood. People walk down the alleyways a lot because there's no vehicle traffic. So he honestly had to have seen me set the wallet up there, and came and grabbed it. So, and then I was pissed off that I said that I didn't want to press charges, because I probably should have. But then I feel like if I would have pressed charges, that would have opened me up for all kinds of harassment. Just, and not to stereotype the type of people that live in my neighborhood, but I don't know if he realized the difference between the 2 licenses, and if there's going to be any issues with that at all. So I was a little worried to go. I got my wallet back, and today is 4 months on testosterone, and that's awesome. I haven't heard anything from my family. I kind of got bummed out last night because my family they came over to Indianapolis, to the city that I live in, because I live like an hour and a half from here, over the weekend. My mom, dad, aunts, uncles, brother, and brother's girlfriend all came over to the race, to the Brickyard, because they do this thing where they blow up the balloons that they let off during the race, so they get to camp out under the tent, blow up the balloons for the weekend, and they get to see the race for free, and they do it every year. And I saw the pictures on my brother's girlfriend's Facebook page of my family and everything at the race, which the track is like 10 minutes from my house. So that was kind of a bummer to know that they were here all weekend and didn't feel like they needed to see me. So it's been a month also today. It's been a month since they've had the letter, since they've read the letter, and still they're not ready to talk. They refuse to speak to me and to see me and all that good stuff. So that kind of sucks, because my niece's birthday is in like 2 weeks. But yeah. But hey, that was me, my bad. Sorry. So, hey, shh, it's okay. So yeah, 4 months on testosterone, recent changes, maybe a little bit more of a voice drop. Again, things are still kind of steady from last time, as far as like body hair growth and things like that. I did notice definitely that my body odor has changed big time. And I think I kind of noticed a little bit, but more so the last couple weeks or so. I was doing some laundry and some different things around the house the other day, and I hadn't went anywhere, so I hadn't put on deodorant. I always put on deodorant before I go out, because BO is gross. But yeah, so but I didn't put on deodorant because I was just messing around the house, and I definitely noticed a severe man stench. Severe. It was. It's true. But yeah, other than that, that's about all that's going on. My girlfriend and I are planning to move to Portland, hopefully next fall. So trying to get the house done, work on some different things around here, and get ourselves going so that we can get out there. But yeah, that's about all that's been up with me. So see you guys later.